Who is uncomfortable? Who's uncomfortable or unwilling to be your woman's pastor? I'm going to let you off the hook. Okay, because I think some of you are unwilling, you're just not going to raise your hand. I'm going to let you off the hook. If you don't do it, don't worry about it. Satan's got you covered. Hello? If you ain't going to do it, don't worry, man. Satan will be her pastor. You got nothing to worry about. You don't want to talk about sex in front of your kids? Don't worry about it. Satan will talk about it.
You're right, huh?
Yeah, right on. You don't want to pray for your wife? You don't want to pray for your kids? Don't worry about it. Satan will pray for them. Right, Steve Clark?
Yep.
Thank you. Does that offend anybody? Good. Let it. Because you know what? It's going to fall one of two places. It's going to fall in the hands of God or it's going to fall in the hands of Satan. Are you man enough to step up and go, you know what, Satan, you ain't having my family? Okay? Something to ponder. Now, let me ask you this. How do we pursue a potential spouse or our own spouse? Think about it. How do we pursue them? Culture tells us that we need to put, and we do put too much emphasis on the physical, and we forget about or bury back the spiritual and the emotional. We pursue the physical. Quick story, funny story, true story. Valentine's Day is coming up. Okay, there's always gifts and gadgets that you can buy. Your better half. So I was off Friday, so I'm walking through Orscheln's. I go in the door and I'm walking down this main aisle and I'm tootling along like this, and they had moved one of the racks, so that kind of caught my eye, and then I stopped and I kind of went back and I looked, and right there in the main aisle in Orscheln's Farm and Home, we have a Valentine's Day set up. It's got candies on it, got some other stuff, but then it's got some mannequins on it. Here to hear mannequins. And let me just tell you, they don't have hunting gear on. And I stopped, and I looked at Chris and I said, are you kidding me? In Orscheln's Farm and Home, and I'm talking about Victoria's Secret stuff in Orscheln's Farm and Home. So much so that I watched, 5 minutes after I got there, I watched an old man, and I'm talking, not us old, but I'm talking like 60 old, in with his wife. Hang on. I'm just talking about, man, you're not old, don't worry about it. And he's walking with his wife, and he stops, and she goes all walking around here, and he stops and he looks. Now, she's got a low thing on and see-through thing and things that only half of it's there. Okay? So, and I watched him and I thought, okay, I'm going to watch you for a minute. And he stood and he looked. And then I saw his hand start to move and I thought, oh, don't do it. I was like, dang it. Even the old men are driven by physical. But that's society today. And his wife was, but he did. He lifted up and he looked. I thought, oh, Lord.
Camouflage?
That's what I want to know. Is it camo?
Yeah. Well, camo's supposed to kind of hide you up, right? This wasn't camo. It was camo, but it was lace see-through camo.
I was there Wednesday.
Yeah, it started on Friday. So, anyway, funny story. Not that it really means anything to anything, but, so. All right.